All right, Jeremy, let's talk about DOSA Gather. The annual men's conference for DOSA happens each year. It is always fun, always fabulous, always food. Let's talk about food first. What did we have last year for food?
Oh man,
Oh,
we had I had a lady from church who actually caters professionally, and she brought some pasta, um, meat. Here's the thing, Billy. Everything we do involves meat because most men love meat, right? Now there are occasions, but there are occasions where men can't have meat, whether it's from an illness or disease or something that prevents it. But um, there's always options, right? Um, last year we had pasta, um, Italian theme. Every year we have a different theme. The year before we did uh, nacho bar, which was a hit. I think we did tacos the year before that. So every year it looks a little different. But one thing we know for sure is men love to eat, so we always like to include food into the equation.
so the question of will I be fed is answered. Check, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's going to be breakfast and full catered lunch that will have plenty of options.
Even better. Now, in years past, you've always had a speaker that's very encouraging. Last year, I forgot the gentleman's name. Um,
Scott
who spoke?
Johnson.
Scott Johnson. Thank you. We talked with him too. Last year, Scott came and encouraged us, but there was a lot of feedback that you received from men regarding not just Scott, because Scott's great. It wasn't anything negative, but there was a lot of feedback that you received about maybe the format of what you guys did. So talk to me a little bit about what it was like in years past and what's changing for this year.
Yeah, so let me kind of go back to the beginning. Whenever we first launched DOSA as a men's ministry, we wanted to create a flagship program that would be a space for men to collectively come together and engage for the day from various groups, various locations, because the goal has always been to really connect and engage dads on special assignment, and so that's really why we put together DOSA Gather. We selected that name specifically because we wanted it to be a day where these dads would gather together from multiple sites, multiple locations, to just spend the day together. And really, the emphasis is on providing tools and resources for men to be healthier mentally, physically, and spiritually in order to embrace their role as a dad on special assignment. And that's really our mission, and that has been the mission. And Scott Johnson's a dear friend of mine. He's faithfully come and spoke at. He's actually spoke at all four of our DOSA Gather events that we've had in previous years. But there has been a lot of feedback, and it's evolved a lot, Billy, over the last 4 years. Um, we've actually had some other speakers come in previous DOSA Gathers. We had some tabletop discussions that were brief, and a lot of the feedback I've been getting over the last few years is one, we want more tabletop discussion. Men really do find the value in being able to spend time together and having conversations surrounding certain topics. And so we're going to be intentional about having several breakout sessions this year that's just going to be surrounding questions at the table for men to discuss. We also have several people coming to speak this year. I got a dear friend of mine, Brandon, who is going to be one of our keynote speakers that's going to be sharing his story about his son and his relationship to his son. We've got a lady coming that's going to be sharing just a lot of different tools and resources that are available in our state, but I know they're applicable even for those that will be coming from other states around. There's so many different programs that are out there that have funding available for families with special needs. But one thing is for sure, they often make them very difficult to find and to get connected to. And so we want to really help provide some of the tools necessary for men to know what's available and be able to get connected in that way. And really just be an encouragement. it's important for men just to take time and set aside for them to just be encouraged, to be refreshed, to just spend, just have guy time, right? I mean, I would venture to say that most of us don't get enough of that. We're deep in the trenches, and sometimes we've got to extract ourselves out and be able to just engage with other men who are living similar lives, and that's really what DOSA Gather is designed to do.
So this year is going to be not just mentally encouraging, but also physically equipping with the
Yes.
resources.
Yeah. We're going to be, yeah. I get a lot of questions about what does it mean to, to be, to strengthen men mentally, physically, and spiritually. And, we are a men's ministry that really desires to touch on all three of those points, because I believe they're all significant in our walking in life. And in the previous years, we've been heavy on the spiritual aspect of what that looks like. But I'm really wanting to shift focus in meeting some of the mental and physical needs that men have in raising their families. And so this year and moving forward, we're going to be putting a heavy emphasis on tools and resources to do just that.
All right. Now, seating. How many seats are available?
We've got 65. We've planned for 65.
Okay.
The room will seat a little bit more than that. So we can expand if we need to, but seating is limited. There's several reasons for that. But one thing I always want to encourage guys on is we have donors who love this ministry and love the men that we serve, and meet the needs for the conference. And so this is a quote unquote free event. It's certainly not free to put on, but it's free to the men that are listening that want to come and participate and attend. So it is limited seating, but it's also free seating. And so that's one reason I encourage guys to RSVP. You'll find this entertaining, Billy, and I hope the guys listening not only find this entertaining as well, but through the lightheartedness, recognize the importance of it. In previous years, I would ask guys who RSVP'd to raise their hand, and when they raise their hand, I would tell them to get up and go through the food line first, because if you don't RSVP, I can't plan for you. And if I can't plan for you, I can't guarantee you food. And here's the deal. I know most men want food. So I do encourage guys to RSVP, mainly just because it helps us as a team be able to make sure that we have everything we need to be able to provide for the men that day, and cater to them the best that we possibly can.
I know you love this event. I know the men that have come in the past loved it as well. What's been the number one thing you've heard from dads as they walk away? They're saying, man, I needed to hear X.
They're not alone. These men aren't alone.
Let me ask this. Did they really think they were?
Yeah. I think there's a lot of men. Billy, and there's men that are listening to this right now going, yeah, but you don't know my child's diagnosis. You don't know my family dynamic. You don't know the circumstances. You don't know what's happened at my work. You don't know what my free time looks like. You don't know what I've done in my past. There's so many different questions and thoughts that goes through men's mind to make them believe that whatever their combination of life looks like, that it's unique and it's isolated from anyone else. And that's one thing I've seen as a common denominator for most men is that they truly do feel isolated. They feel like their situation is completely different than anyone else's. And while at some degree that's true, the reality is these men are all facing the same challenges. And whenever you can sit at a table across from another guy who's sharing something that's going on in life, or sharing something that's happened with one of their children, it's inspiring to know that there are other men who are facing challenges in life, and that they're willing to dig in deep, come to an event like this, be encouraged by others, and recognize that, yeah, your situation is unique, and your family is special, but the challenges are all there, and the challenges are all the same.
DOSA Gather, June 20th. 65 seats, 65 seats available. They need to RSVP. There's food available. What did I miss?
Man, I think that covers most of it. I would just say that whatever it is that's going through your mind right now that's telling you why you can't come, I would encourage you to come anyways. I know a lot of times men like to use their wives as an excuse. Well, I'm gone all week. My wife doesn't want me gone on another Saturday, or this, that, the other. Let me just say this. I cannot express to you how many times I've had a wife email me or message me after an event like this, thanking our organization for what they've done for their husbands, because they see the value in it. And men, I would just encourage that if you come, you will get something from it, and that something is what you take home to your family, and that is what changes the dynamic of where your family's at and where you want your family to go.